Before I begin, this video is dedicated to iRob 1296 for this comment. Anyways, this is a follow-up video to my top 10 things Samsung stole from Apple. If you haven't watched it, you can go ahead and watch it now. I put the card up right there in the top right. Anyway, initially I was going to do a top 10 things Samsung stole from Apple, but to make it a little bit more interesting, I included Samsung and Android all together in one video, just to add a little bit of spice. Anyways, with all that being said, let's do the top 10 things Apple stole from Android. We all know the iPhone 7 Plus, right? It's all around a great phone, right? Well, let's focus on one thing, the dual cameras in the back. Well, Apple actually stole this from the LG X. It was the first 2016 dual camera phone. But wait, there's more. The first phone with dual cameras was no other than the, wait for it, Samsung SCH B710. And the crazy thing is that this Samsung phone came out back in 2007. This one is more on the software side of the spectrum, but I cannot ignore it, nevertheless. I am talking about actionable notifications. These are notifications that can do certain things without leaving the current screen. Now, the thing is, Android has been doing this for years. And guess what? Apple stole it back in 2014 with the release of iOS 9. The next one I want to talk about is all about the keyboards. Do y'all remember the old iOS keyboard? It was simple and boring. On the other hand, Android was a lot more useful, and I guess in a way, smarter. But that all changed when iOS 8 shamelessly stole the predictive text feature. And to be completely honest with y'all guys, I honestly don't think it's that helpful anyways. But it was in fact stolen though. Android has been doing this for years. Okay, so in iOS 9, Apple changed a couple of things and just stole the search page from Android. Yes, I am aware that the search page was in iOS 1 through 6, but it was more of a spotlight search. When they brought it back in iOS 9, and the way that it looked, very similar to Android search page, and they're both accessed almost the same way. That's why it made it to my 7th spot. We know the iOS lock screen has changed a lot over the years. Hell no, it hasn't. It's never really changed that much. But with the release of iOS 7, it did change. And it looked very, very, very similar to Android's lock screen. I wonder where Apple got its inspiration from. When the iPhone 6s released, the thing that made me mad was it had dynamic wallpapers. The thing is that it was exclusive to the iPhone 6s, accessible via the 3D touch, when it did not have to be. Android has had animated wallpapers for as long as I can remember it. I just should have gone with the Android phone years ago and had animated wallpapers fucking years ago. Do y'all guys remember notifications in iOS 3? Well, if you don't, let me remind y'all. It was the worst shit ever. Notifications would just interrupt whatever you were doing, and it was very unorganized and clunky. It was just terrible. But guess what? In iOS 4, Apple did something about it. But the thing is, instead of being original and new, they just copied Android. They even copied the gesture, swipe down from the top of the screen to review the notification center. Wow, Apple. Wow. I remember when Samsung revealed the Galaxy S4. It was like the best phone like ever. It was jam-packed with features. I mean, jam-packed. It was truly amazing, but for the number 3 spot, I wanted to talk about one of those features. I'm talking about split view. The Galaxy had split view, which let you do two things in the screen at once. Now, the iPhones don't do this. I don't know why, but the iPad Pro does. But this was copied from the Galaxy S4. Shame. For number 2, let's talk about the Galaxy S4 again. Man, this was a great phone, as I said. And guess what? The iPad Pro made the list again. They stole another one of the greatest features of the Galaxy S4. I'm talking about picture-in-picture. I fucking love this feature in the Galaxy S4. It allowed you to take the video out and drag it around while using your phone. It was sort of like multitasking, like watching a video, maybe fucking playing a game at the same time. It was truly one of my favorite features, but guess what? The iPad Pro does the same thing again. What's so pro about it? I don't understand. That it's bigger? For number 1, let's talk about something that kind of makes me think of Apple as a bit hypocritical. Never in 1,000 years did I see this coming. For the number 1 feature, I'm talking about none other than the Apple Pencil. What the serious fuck? Apple in 2007, you said, who needs a stylus? You said they were terrible, the worst thing ever. And now in 2015, you have a stylus. Why? Oh wait, I know why. Because they saw how well it was doing for the Galaxy Note series, and they had to copy it. And also the iPad Pro made another spot in this list. Wow, that's 3 spots. I don't care if the technology is different than the Note stylus, but goddamn, making the thing $99 and not included in the box, and you have to charge it, makes it a terrible product. I don't understand the point of it. If you want a stylus, go with the Galaxy Note. That's a stylus, not the Apple Pencil or whatever it is. Wow, Apple. Shake my fucking head. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next one.